What's up, guys? So first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, man. What's good? But today I have something serious that needs to be said. A lot of people keep telling me like, oh, walk away from fighting these trolls. You know, don't give them what they want. Cut them off, and I get that. But here's the thing, man. To my friend that I had that talk with last night, man, there's something I want to talk to you about, brother. And you can hate me, whatever. You can block me, whatever. But I hope you don't, and I hope you understand like where I'm coming from with this, and I hope that you still support this. You told me last night that the best thing I can do is walk away. I don't believe that. The best thing I can do is stay and fight. And you want to know why? Because out of these hundreds of people that these trolls go after, I'm the only one stepping up and fucking doing something. It is my mission as the son of a soldier to do what is right. As the son of Gordon Ray Wilkins, who was a soldier in the military for years, even as a kid, I took that silent oath. Because, see, a lot of people don't realize that when you're in the military family like that, like my family was, when you are the son of a soldier and you're at that young age, whether you realize it or not, you take that same oath. And it is my duty as the son of a soldier to do what is right. And as someone who follows the path of the Ronin, and who has followed that path of being a Ronin for several years now, there's one thing that I've learned. Sometimes the right path isn't always the easiest path. Sometimes we got to do things that we don't necessarily want to do in order to create a better life for ourselves. Because, see, people are always telling me, walk away, get out, do this, do that. No, fuck that. I'm here to step up and stand up for those like myself. For those like myself that ain't got a voice, I'm their voice. And if nobody else is going to speak up and try to shed light on what these evil people are doing, then guess what? I'm going to be that guiding light for those like myself and for those that are unfortunately no longer with us. So it's not that I don't want to get away. It is my job as a soldier's son, as somebody who is still a part of the military family, to do the right thing, to step up and be that voice for the voiceless. It is my job to expose these fucking internet troll communities out there. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, you're giving them content. I don't care about that. I don't care about giving them content. They can take my videos and do whatever they want. I don't give a fuck. Because I would rather go down fighting the good fight and doing the right thing, knowing that I could eventually spark something greater than myself. That's why I do what I do. That's why I expose these trolls. That's why I go after them like I do, because nobody else will. And I'm the only one that has the fucking courage and the guts and the balls to actually step up and say, nah, fuck this shit. And to my friend, I hope that, you don't take offense to this. I really do hope that, you do not take offense to that, my guy. Because let me tell you something, man. Sometimes doing the right thing ain't always the easiest thing. In order to start a revolution, to be a revolutionary like myself, you got to do shit that most people ain't willing to do. You gotta be that person to be like, nah, fuck the rest of these motherfuckers. I'm stepping up and I'm fucking doing something. Because, see, these trolls hate me because I speak out against them. And I'm gonna continue to speak out against them, whether they want me to or not. I am here exposing these clowns. And, last night you said, like, hey, there's no legal action going to be taken against people. I say you're wrong on that, man. With the right people, legal action can be taken. While, yes, I do take accountability for my actions, and I might not be able to control what these people say or do, but I can control how I react to it. Did I react poorly in the past? Yes. And I admit that and I get that. But at the same time, I'm doing what needs to be done to expose these motherfuckers in an attempt to try to put a stop to all this, because nobody else is stepping up and doing the hard job that people like me are out here trying to do. Nobody wants to step up and be that person to speak out against this shit. Do I understand that my family gets attacked? Yes. Do I understand that my loved ones and my friends get attacked? Yes. But that's just part of the territory. It is what it is. These people are evil, demonic beings. And it is my job as a human being and as the son of a soldier to do the right thing. Because sometimes doing the right thing ain't always the easiest thing. Sometimes it's the hardest thing. It is the one thing that you don't want to have to do, which is to step up and be a man and do what's right. Being a man doesn't just mean walking away from a situation. Sometimes being a man means setting your own wants and needs aside for a greater purpose. And that greater purpose is shutting down the troll community as a whole. That is the end goal. That is the main purpose. That is what I was put on this earth to do, to shut down these evil motherfuckers. And I will not stop at anything until that happens. While, yes, there may be thousands, but the thing that these motherfuckers don't realize is this: I'm not going nowhere. I'm not backing down. As a man, I cannot sit there and let this go on. I cannot sit here and let these people to continue to attack other vulnerable and helpless people like myself. Do I understand that I'm putting myself at risk of being homeless? Yes, but that's just the price you fucking pay for doing the right thing. I would rather swing for the fences and go out in a blaze of glory and go out as a fucking badass motherfucker, knowing that I'm doing the right thing, knowing that I'm saving someone's life, knowing that I'm helping someone to realize that, yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can get away from these people. You can actually do what you want to do with your life. Do I care about whether these people take my content and do this and that? I don't give a fuck about that. They're going to do it anyways, regardless. So what does it matter? At the end of the day, being a man means sometimes doing the things that you don't want to do with your life. Sometimes being a man means putting your own selfish wants and needs aside for the greater good of humanity. And that's what a lot of people don't fucking realize. You say that, you were a social worker, which is, that's great. But sometimes there are things that not even social workers can help you out with. People sit there and say, like, oh, you're nothing. But here's the thing, man. There's one thing that you said last night that stuck with me, that I have more power than what I realize. And you know what I'm doing with that power? I'm choosing to help others like myself. I'm choosing to walk that hard path. Because sometimes walking the right path ain't always the easiest path. Sometimes the right path is the harder path. Sometimes doing what needs to be done means you put your own wants and needs aside. Would I like to leave YouTube behind? Yes. But I'm not going to, because I have a job to do. And my job is being a voice for those like myself who ain't got a voice. My job is to inspire those that have gone through what I've gone through or are currently going through that, to show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that you can do what you want with your life, and you don't have to take what any of these motherfuckers are saying to face value. Because half the shit that what these people say is fucking bullshit. Half of it's fucking garbage. A lot of it's made up fucking bullshit for their own shitbag channels. And you know what they say about drama channels? Drama channels never last. Well, yes, I do want to, do gameplay videos and do music and stuff like that. But sometimes you got to put that shit aside to stand up for what's right. And that's what I'm out here doing, fighting the good fight, fighting the fight that, and please don't take offense to this, bro, because I'm not trying to offend you, my man. You know this. You're family to me. You know this. But I'm out here fighting a fight that not even you yourself are willing to step up and fight, man. I'm out here fighting the good fight, doing things that, normal people ain't got the courage or the skin or the balls to do. I'm out here shutting these motherfuckers down every day of the week, stepping up, doing my job, showing that I'm tough as fuck, that I'm tough as nails, that I can't be broke, I won't be broke, and that I will see my mission to completion to the very end. I will not back down. I will continue to fight that good fight. That same fight that those before me that died for this cause, I'm going to continue to fight for them. Because I know there are others out there that are no longer with us that tried to fight this fight and died as a result. And those are the ones that I need to do it for. Those that are no longer with us that died for the right cause. Because there are people out there that have died due to bullying and have actually tried to speak up and do the right thing against these people. Well, guess what? I'm that motherfucker that's speaking up for them now. I'm that one that's going to step up and be that voice for those that came before me. I'm that one that's stepping up and doing the hard job. Is it easy? No. Is it stressful? Yes. Very much so. But you know what? I would rather fucking die a fighter. I would rather die a warrior. I would rather die doing the right thing than to sit back and watch a bunch of punk fucking internet sit there and blab their mouths and talk their shit and ruin people's lives. Because if you're not stepping up and going against hatred wherever you see it, because we were taught at an early age as kids that if you see something wrong, you step up and you do something about it. You say something. You don't sit there and let your mans be fucking harassed or attacked. No, you step up and you defend the weak. If you see somebody that's weaker than yourself and they're getting stepped on and walked on, you step the fuck up and you fucking do something about it. You defend that person. You help that man out. That's what you're supposed to do as a human being. You're supposed to step up and you're supposed to do what's right. And I don't care if I get hatred. I don't care if I get hate on. I really don't give a fuck. Because what these people say to me don't matter to me. What these people say about me on the internet, I can give a fuck about, dude. I don't care about what these people say. I don't pay attention to it at all. Because I know at the end of the day, as long as I'm sitting here doing the right thing, and I'm not only defending myself, protecting my fiance, our family, our friends, and I'm standing up for what's right, then I can sleep good at night knowing that I possibly helped someone out and could possibly save their life. Because I would rather go down a badass fighter than to sit by and watch this bullshit go on every day of the motherfucking week. I'm that dude that there's a very rare fucking few of There ain't very many people out there like me that are willing to step up and say, fuck this shit. We're fucking doing something about it. There ain't very many people out there that are willing to step up and do the job that I'm doing. Like I said, man, I appreciate your talk with me, dude. I fully appreciate that. I really do, 1,000%. But at the same time, you need to understand, man, it is my job, it is my duty as a human being to step up and fight this fucking evil shit. I don't care if people don't like me. I don't give a fuck. What matters to me are those that do appreciate what I do. What matters to me are those that do enjoy what I do. What matters to me is at the end of the day, if I can help save even one life, if I can help change even just one person's life, that's what fucking matters to me. I don't care what Joe Schmo or William or Southern, I don't care what they say about me. Like, I don't care what they say because they don't matter to me. They are irrelevant. They do not exist to me at all. They do not exist in my world. That's all they are. They're nobodies. See, they think about me on a daily basis, but not once do I think about them. You want to know what goes through my mind every day? What can I do to be better than I was the day before? What can I do to help change someone's life for the better? What can I do to show that I am better than what I was before? What can I do to save someone's life? What can I do to help guide somebody in the right direction to get them away from whatever fucked up situation they're in? That's what goes through my head every day. What goes through my head every day is, what can I do to be a better person than I was the day before? What can I do to outdo myself? What can I do to make a better song than what I did the day before? What can I do to outdo myself? What can I do to change things for the better every fucking day? That is what goes through my head. What can I do to be a better man than what I was yesterday and the day before that? What can I do to change things to keep that good cycle going? That's what I think about every day. From the time I wake up, from the time I go to sleep, my job is to not only be better than what I was the day before, not only is it my job to be a better person, but to show that. Because they are what's wrong with social media. And if you ain't stepping up to do what's right, then you have no room to talk. If you ain't stepping up and doing something and sitting by and not doing anything, then you are part of the problem. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people nowadays. A lot of people want to talk about, oh, we need change. We need change. We need this. We need that. But yet no one wants to step up and do anything about it. You want to make a change? That change starts with you. And that's what people don't realize, man. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, we want change, but yet they don't want to do anything to make that change. They don't want to do anything to take those actions, to step up and be that person that says, fuck the goddamn world. I'm fucking stepping up, but I'm going to be that change. Everybody wants to, say like, oh, we want change for the better, but yet no one wants to do anything about it. Well, guess what? I'm here making that change. I am that person that is stepping up and being that change. I am the one that is stepping up and creating that snowball effect to try to put an end to the troll community. And I will die on that fucking hill. I will die fighting for that. I will die being a badass person. Like I said, I don't care if people don't like me. That does not mean shit to me. What matters to me are those that do support me, that do support the right cause, that do support me going after these trolls, that do support how I'm speaking out against what's going on. And I will continue to speak out against that because it is the right thing to do. And I would rather die a fighter. I would rather die going out doing the right thing, knowing that I inspired change in somebody, knowing that I inspired a fucking revolution for the better. I would rather die going out a fucking badass motherfucker. I would rather be able to look back on my fucking life and be like, instead of being like, oh, I lived my life, I would rather look back on my life and be like, yo, I fucking made a change in this world. I did something that most people could never do and would never think to do in their entire life. That's the life that I want to leave behind. I want to leave behind a life for my kids when they're older. They can look back and be like, yo, our fucking dad did that shit. Our mom did that shit. I want mine and my fiance's kids to be able to look back when they're older and say, yo, our parents were the start of that revolution. They're the ones that made that change. They're the ones that stepped up when no one else would, and they became that change. They became those people that did something good. So to my friend, I hope this doesn't offend you, and I hope that you see now just what it is, what I'm doing, and why I do what I do. And like I said, man, I do appreciate, us talking last night, man. I fully appreciate that to the fullest extent. But as I said, sometimes doing the right thing ain't always the easy thing. Sometimes doing what's right means walking that hard road that you don't necessarily want to walk down. Sometimes doing the right thing means setting your own selfish wants and needs aside for a bigger and higher purpose. Sometimes you got to do that shit that you don't necessarily want to do in order to create a change for a better world. And that's my mission, is to shut down the troll community. And I'm going to continue to fight that good fight no matter what. And to all the haters out there that don't like that, well, guess what? I don't fucking care what y'all think. But to those that do support the cause, man, me and my fiance and our friends, we fucking love y'all, man. And to everybody out there that is still continuing to fight the good fight, hats off to you. My salutes to you, man. But to my friend, I hope you understand now why I do what I do and why it means so much to me to fight this fight and to bring these guys down once and for all. But with that being said, I hope everybody's having a good Christmas, and I'll catch you guys later on. And peace. Oh, and to everybody out there still fighting the good fight, love y'all. Hashtag 2027, the revolution of change. Peace.